Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Taking a quick look here at Chainlink, seeing what's going on. It's really important to recognize that this could continue higher, but it's also getting it's kind of showing some slight bearish divergences. When the price goes up this high for this long, we really got to look at some money flow and kind of double check, make sure it has the volume to back it up. Based on the volume candles, we can kind of see here we're still looking pretty good. But we'll see if there's any type of bearish divergences or the back end here, of course, checking the liquidation levels too and kind of seeing where we're at. So if you are new to the channel, not a financial advisor, love to teach people trade, hope you learned something today. Be sure to check out our Discord if you can. Awesome group of folks here. A lot of fun working with them every day. If you want to become part of our Premium Plus group, of course, there's some nice trades there. We just took some Chainlink profit there. Keep in mind we had a Chainlink short that got closed, but we've made it up with a lot of different profits here as well. Chainlink, BNB, like as you can see, we're nickeling and diming Chainlink on the smaller trades here and longer trades too. These are profits from Friday. Chainlink 46%, 72% as well for some of our swing trades. Okay, so again, two different groups there. Make sure you understand day trades and swing trades perform much differently, and you got to understand you don't treat them the same, and try not to be a day trader and a swing trade at the same time. It can be difficult to maintain both those sides there. Okay, so you're playing two sides there. What are we looking at here for the daily time frame? Let's go ahead and double check a few things. In fact, let's go to the weekly and just make sure, because I know there's a previous resistance level we want to be mindful of. We're getting really close to that. So we take a look here, right there at $18.05, 1805, pretty close approximate. We saw 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row where the price couldn't cross that level. So far this week, we're due to close above that range, right? So that's a very good thing for us. So it could imply that $18 right in that range, plus or minus a few cents, is a new support level for us. Okay, so please understand we are in a good situation there with the daily, that's the weekly. And if we double check a few other things too, we're hitting 70 on the RSI, stochastic swinging upwards. MACD got a nice little MACD FU there. So truth is here, Chainlink is looking pretty strong even on the weekly. Okay, and let's just double check the moving averages. Excuse me. We can see that we're above all four, of course, on the weekly. And we look at the daily too, same exact scenario. Okay. So there's absolutely no reason from the big picture, larger term time frames to consider shorting this coin. Okay, all the more reason why my day trading bot as well as our swing trades are hitting their targets, because there's a lot of bullish behavior here. Okay, take a look at the daily. We can see stochastic starting to swing down, but hasn't yet. We're testing 70 on the RSI, money flow index right there with it. Money flow index is still high. Okay, we got to recognize that. And that really implies that this stochastic swing to the downside may not be that strong. Okay. Be careful with stochastic RSI. A lot of folks will just kind of go hard when they see it converge or diverge. It should be used as a complementing factor to other things. Okay, when you really want to consider using it is when you see your second divergence. That's when you really start to see the strength. Okay, so again, if this comes down, does one of these, it's that second one we want to pay attention to, not the first. That's just, again, my personal opinion. Daily time frame is not the best time frame for it. 4 hours a little bit better, which we're looking at now. This is a 4-hour time frame. We can see a stochastic swing to the upside. Money flow index is pivoting off of 50, and RSI is closer to 70. So this is all well and good. Keep in mind, money flow index is coming down, but that's natural for this little sell-off when that occurs. Okay. Good news is the price bottomed out really nice there at that 0.236 level, so 1760 we could summarize as a nice support level for us. It's running concurrent with the ascending trend line here based on the 20-day SMA, so at this point here, if the price continues higher, fantastic. If it doesn't, we may want to consider the fact that the price could pull back. Okay, and what that basically just means is you want to ensure that the price is going to break that resistance level. If it reattempts a second time, if it doesn't, we could very well see it fizzle out just based on the simple fact that there's probably some strong amount of liquidity there. Forgot to double check that here. Let's go ahead and double check. And we can see tons of longs here in Chainlink in the last 7 days of trading, right there at about 1749. So 1750 is a round number. Once again, 1750 is very, very close, just below this most recent support there at 0.236. That's a correlation there. It kind of reaffirms that strength. So do not get it confused. Just because there's a tons of liquidation there, it doesn't imply it's just going to be swept because of that. What we need to assume will happen first is upper level of liquidity, which there isn't much. We probably have to zoom in, honestly, on the 12-hour time frame and recognize that that upper level liquidity, once that's swept, then we have a decent chance of the price action coming back down. Okay. But once more, for the most part here, I don't see this being like a big incentive, so to speak, for the price to pull back. There's a lot of reasons why the price should be able to sustain itself. Now, is there going to be some correction? Yeah, of course there's going to be corrective behavior. That's very standard trading, folks. But again, at this point, with everything we see here so far, there's no reason to bet against it until we lose, at the very least, the 20-day SMA here on the 4-hour. And then, of course, with the daily time frame, we want to, I would say like a closure below like the $18 mark could imply further downside. But let's look at the hourly and kind of see where we're at here, because I'm willing to speculate that cloud is kind of all over the place, which we bounced off. Nice, okay, very good. So we're also in confirming factors here, or confirming ranges, letting us know that we had this nice little swing to the upside here. Conversion lines above the baseline, lagging spans free and clear, and obviously the cloud, we're doing just fine there. Okay, so again, all well and good. You know, a lot of reasons why the price action is going to be able to continue to maintain itself here. So until, again, we break below this $18 range here, and or the cloud roughly concurrent with each other, and or this descending trend, we're going to be in a situation where the price action is going to be good. Okay, so to me, if we maintain 18 or higher, we're fine. If we close below 18, we're going to be closer to this lower lead on the cloud and or below it. That could spell confirmation for further downside. So the truth here is, in situations like this, you want to be patient. Try not to be the bozo that's shorting the top here and, you know, broadcasting online as to how awesome you are because you caught the one trade that nobody else is taking. That doesn't really do any good. I mean, sure, it helps build your portfolio, but if you're concurrently destroying your portfolio with riskier trades, what's the point of that? That makes no sense to me. So logically speaking, right now, there is zero reason to consider a short position with this coin. There's literally nothing. However, we will have confirmation the price breaks below that $18 mark as a potential shift in momentum that the price could come down lower. Emphasis on could and should, because we don't know what that's going to look like at that point. Right now, all timeframes are screaming bullish behavior here, and there's zero reason to consider shorting this coin. I do understand that there is some liquidity here at this lower level, which could get swept. A lot of times you'll see a power of three where the price action works itself into this little situation here, and then it'll come down to sweep that lower level. Okay, so it could very well see that happen. And a lot of times it recovers instantly afterwards. So again, try not to fall into the traps here. That's why we use low leverage, low position sizing in our community. Again, these trades here, 5 days, 72%, that's a 5x or 6x leverage trade, depending on the day. Right? For the most part, I swing between 5 to 7x leverage for altcoins and only 10x leverage for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay. So again, that's just my strategy, but it works very well for us. If you have a different strategy, that's all well and good. Maybe you can share that. But at this point, again, zero reason to consider a short position with this coin unless we confirm below $18 and start trending below the cloud. That's a consideration potentially for a shift in momentum, but try not to be, the maniac that shorts to that level. It's only a 3% variant. Okay, not really worth it in my opinion. So, do you long right now? Hypothetically, yeah, you're statistically more likely to be more successful to the upside than downside at this point. Once more, to me personally, I don't like to take longs at this position. I would rather it correct itself, and then we find other confirmation factors later. That's, again, me personally. But once more, we're above that key level resistance on the weekly at $18. We close above 18 on the weekly here this week, which is very, very close. We're almost there. Then we're going to be in a pretty good position to be able to use that as a new support level. Okay. So again, awesome stuff here, folks. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you check out Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, link down below. No KYC or VPN requirements. You get roughly $5,500 in benefit rewards if you use my link to register. Obviously, it depends on how much you deposit, how much you trade, but the more you do, the better you're going to be. Excellent exchange, though. Everyone in our community loves them, and they've been awesome. They're adding more trading pairs here shortly, too. Super excited about that. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. I do look forward to working with you. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you soon.